Hi everybody, welcome to this quick 9 playthrough for the date that is now displayed on the screen. Remember to check the tournament times so that you have time to play all of your holes. Please hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Timestamps for all the holes in the video description down below. Bear in mind these are general wind conditions you will need to tweak according to the directions you face in the quick 9. And remember, some of these are old replays, so feature the old ball attribute levels. Good luck, here we go. Brilliant chance in all wind angles here, but with this crosswind and tailwind from left to right, we're going to play left side to leave us a near straight thorn. With the quarterback, P6 max rest, we're going to add 3 left spin only. No top spin, no back spin. Red ring touching the rough. P6 max rest with QB 9 or 10. We're just 1 to 1, so 8.3 in wind is going to be 8.3 rings. If you have wind going the other direction, then I would therefore play on the right hand side so that you take advantage of a straight, more or less straight shot in terms of the wind angle for the pin. But here in this wind angle we're going to play left side, 1 ball of curl to the left and just before circle drop over power. We are hitting perfect here, nice chance with the quarterback, very accurate club, bouncing on the fairway, just missing the rough and rolling out for drive distance around 316 yards. Second shot from here, we are going to add 2 bars of backspin. Now, if you hit a great right, you will be near it, you will need more backspin, but try and add 2, and then find your minimum distance line and count rings from min until you have the ball guide, or the tip of the ball guide, going to the front of the cup. Here I push up 4 rings from min. If you are only 3 rings up from min, you may not have room to adjust. So I would suggest then you would add more backspin. But here it's 1% slider per ring from min. So we're playing 4% slider, 5% elevation, and this one we pull over the bullseye, centre the ball and hit perfect. And there's a very good chance to grab your eagle here on this par 4. Okay, we do have crosswind here, and it's level crosswind from right to left. Kingmaker ball, and we're going to add spin, which is just under half a bar of top spin, and 1 bar side spin to the right. Half of the red ring inside the rough, and half the red ring outside the rough at +2. With the sniper level 10, obviously that would be +4 with sniper level 9, and +8 with sniper level 7 or 8. Adjustment max +25 on this one, and we have to zoom in as best we can because it doesn't allow you to get close up on the rings, so just try and adjust as accurately as you can. Max +25, hit perfect, and we will catch the rough very nicely, and then that top spin just gives us a nice speed, and we hit the pin and drop it for a beautiful hole in 1 shot, and the adjustment has been working very, very well for me. It's difficult to see where we're going to play at first here, but I've got a very nice route with a sneaky patch of fairway that isn't immediately obvious. I would suggest you go on the right hand side, bounce over the small body of water. With 4.5 top spin, use the extra mile or the APOC or the Thor's hammer, whichever gives you the distance, so that you don't need to overpower it, but you can still of course reach over without needing too much top spin. Max +10 is the adjustment on this one. If you've got more top spin with headwind, that will be useful, but we don't want to roll too far. This is all about reaching a specific point, or indeed an area, on the next fairway. And you'll see my drive distance come up on the screen in just a second. We're around 364 yards, and that's going to be absolutely fine. We want to play onto this narrow strip of fairway that is hidden amongst those beautifully coloured trees there with our sniper. So I'm adding backspin and left spin. If you're playing with a Kingmaker, you can go with 3 bars of left spin, which helps, but 2 will suffice if you want to keep with a Titan. And here I would recommend you play true club distance, 20% elevation in this crosswind angle. May need 10 or 15 in different wind angles, but the crosswind pushes the ball a fair amount. The good thing about this route is because we're using the wood club, the ball trajectory is quite high, and you are not going to clip the tree unless you've gone badly wayward on your drive. So for the consistent drive, you can see I'm nowhere near the trees. I'm sailing over the top of them, not going to clip any leaves or branches, and we're just missing this to the left-hand side. So true club distance, 20% would be my recommendation on the approach. Before spin on this par 3, have the left edge of the red ring touching the rough with the white ring touching the bunker at the same time before spin. Then we add spin to have the ball guide offset as shown. It's going to be 2 green squares before the hole, and there you can see the tip of it pointing to the edge of that light green square column. So try and replicate that position in this wind angle. Adjustment here, nice and simple, 1 to 1, so 8 rings for 8 miles per hour in wind. And we can see there using the edge of the ball to line up on the take shot button, pulling to the outer edge of the blue ring, gives me my 8 rings, centering the ball, and subject to any wind angle tweaks, hit perfect, and you have a very good chance to drop this one for the hole-in-one, which is what we do here with this rough bump. Use whatever driver gives you 6 topspin. I'm going with the slightly more accurate club of the APOC level 4. Stretch out, have the ball touching the rough line at max. Max topspin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Adjust maximum distance. No elevation here, no elevation at all. Now here I am going to push up to max with the APOC 4, but then in the end I decided to take 2 yards off, and that's based on wind strength. If you do have wind over 8 miles an hour, I will be taking more yards off your push up, because otherwise you will roll too long and risk getting a glitch roll into the little bit of curl to the right, not too much though, we don't want to endanger the trees. And a perfect ball with max overpower is just okay, sneaks past the bunker. There, I've done a couple of tests on this one. Perfect ball has always been fine. Reaching the fringe there, use your preferred chipping method. Endbringer School will play at 20%. On the drive here, we're going to use a katana because we need plenty of side spin. With the extra mile level 8, we're going to set up at the top of plus 9 yards. And in the end, I decide on having the yellow ring touching the rough. Extra mile 7 will be at P2 max, and extra mile level 9 will be at the top of plus 8. 4.5 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the right. If you've got a bit more top spin, you could actually play with 5 bars here just to make sure you're not going to be out of range for the sniper approach. Adjust max plus 10 power 2, and once we've done that, it's time to take our shot. We're going with 3/4 ball curl to the right and finding our point there just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. Hit perfect, and this will bounce very nicely away from the rough and roll down the fairway. Great balls may be an issue here with lower accuracy clubs, so try and hit perfect. Drive distance you want to be around 372. Now the second shot here will need a tweak, but I would advise you to go and look at my shot in Expert because it's an identical wind angle and I actually dropped that one. But you want to apply 3 right spin, and between 1 and 2 bars of top spin, with the yellow ring touching the rough, you want the tip of the ball guide to be about 4 green squares short of the pin. As you could see in the video here, I wasn't that short, and that's why I miss high. The adjustment I make is 1 to 1, but like I said, over up in Expert, it's the same wind angle, and I have dropped it, so that will be a good reference here, unless you want to, of course, tweak this shot. But the rough bump is the best chance for the Albatross, as the bounce down with backspin is not as consistent on this par 5. This par 3 is very tough, we must have that said to begin with. We're going to add spin first, and we're using the Rocket. 6 backspin and 1 left spin. In low winds you could go with a Navigator, but just to prevent pulling into overpower I would suggest a power 2 or power 3 ball. You want the blue ring touching the bunker in both places, on the bottom left and the bottom right. Make sure you get that landing position correct, and then with spin added you would see the ball guide as I did in the video. The adjustment is minimum distance, 30% elevation, power 2 settings. This will need a little bit of a tweak, but even with plenty of practice on this one, it's not a guarantee you're going to drop it. This is an exceptionally difficult pin placement on this par 3. Maybe a little bit more backspin there, 1 more click, we'd have got that in for the hole-in-one. 1 bar of top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. I'm using a Titan here because I do believe we can compensate, save on king, make more curl instead. Half the red ring inside the rough at max, and then we adjust max plus 10. Once we have adjusted, no need to push up, just leave the target where it is, and then go with half a ball of curl to the left. Perfect ball away, and then we want to get here around 320 yards with our drive. Just approaching the top of this fairway and rolling into the shadow. Very nice indeed. So 320 yards, second shot, going to play with our sniper. And here I do suggest sniper 9 or above just to make sure you are going to reach. Replicate the position here, bullseye in the centre of the shadow, white ring touching the rough on the left. 4.5 topspin, maybe slightly less, 4.2 here is what I go with. Make sure once you've added spin, the ball guide is going through the hole. You may need a click of side spin, depends where you are with your drive. But 4.2 topspin, there's your position, and you want that ball guide going through the hole. In the video here, I'm adjusting in between medium and maximum distance minus 15% elevation. So in between mid and max minus 15. And even though we aim with the ball guide going through the hole, once we've adjusted and take our shot here, you will see we deliberately miss to the left of the cup, and then the ball is going to take the funnel from the back of the green, so we just skim the left edge, takes the funnel there, and will drop down beautifully for an albatross on this par 5. There we go. If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video. Time to start with an easy eagle. There's a few ways you can get down there. This is just one of them, going with the Titan and the extra mile. 4.5 top spin, 2 bars of side spin to the left. And we're going to set up at the top of plus 14 with extra mile 8 and the top of plus 13 with extra mile 9. If you've got extra mile 6 and 7, you will set up at P3 max distance, half of the red ring inside the rough on the right hand side. Adjustment is going to be max plus 15, power 3 settings, and then we're going with circle drop over power just before the shot circle breaks up there into the triangles. Try and hit perfect, and we're going to bounce on the fairway and roll down towards the green. If you've got more top spin available, that will of course get you closer or on the green for a putt, but even so, it's an easy wedge. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.